Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to another episode of Warzone Apothis Battle Report. Nice try. Really nice try.
A little late on that one.
Yeah, a little late. And we are going to be playing a Space Hulk game, or Zone Mortalis game, not Space Hulk, sorry. Zone Mortalis. Right here, right there. And you're going to be playing your Dark Angels.
After purging the heretic.
Yes, now you're representing the AdMech, kind of, or you're furthering their goals, whatever. Whatever happens, if you win, the AdMech are happy. And I'm, of course, going to be representing the Tyranids because that's my army. And, of course, if you want more details of the Warzone Apothis narrative campaign, go to MiniWarGaming.com/Apothis for all the details. But let's go take a look at the armies and the scenario. We've already set up a 4x4 board for our 1,000-point games of Tyranid versus Deathwing Dark Angels. Yeah, Deathwing Dark Angels. Deathwing Dark Angels. That reminds me of Darkwing Duck. You remember that show?
I was a little bit too young for that one, but yeah.
Eat gas, evildoers, or suck gas, evildoers. I don't know. Anyway, be interested if anybody gets that reference. Anyways, we rolled off. We're doing the Zone Mortalis encounter mission. And we're doing the, I don't remember what it's called, but it's the one where you have to get to the opposite side.
Invasion, right?
Invasion, yes. Which is tough. You get 3 victory points for every guy, every unit that's in the deployment zone, which is 6 inches of your opponent's side. And you also get a victory point for everything that you kill. So 1 victory point for killing, 3 victory points for getting to the opposite side. So you have a bit of an advantage in kill points because I have 8, whereas you only have 5. But then I have the advantage of having more numbers, and so that might make a difference. This side we have 1,000 points of Dark Angels Deathwing, being led by Belial himself, the Mr. I do not scatter when I deep strike. And he's going to join a group of Deathwing Knights. So the Knights get +1 toughness if they're in base contact with at least 2 other Knights. Not Belial though, right? They have to be with, basically they're locking their shields and they get extra toughness. So they can go up to toughness 5. And then we got 2 units of regular Terminators, Dark Angel Terminators, so they're awesome. With their, looks like they got
Cyclone Missile Launcher and Thunderhammer for Storm Shield.
Yes, so the Cyclone Missile Launcher, because all blast weapons and template weapons get shred, so why not have 4 frag missiles ready to go each round? And we got a Librarian, level 1, Pyromancy.
Combi Flamer.
With a Combi Flamer, of course, because you need to have flamers. And he rolled and he got, he's got his Primaris of Flame Breath, and he also got Inferno, which is a large blast, ignore cover, strength 4, AP 5, Soul Blaze, which of course has shred, because Zone Mortalis makes all the blasts and templates that much more lethal. On this side we have my 1,030 points, because I had 4 Manufactorums to his 3, so therefore I get a 3% bonus. Dun, 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 30 points, hey, you never know, allowed for an upgrade or 2. I think by the end of it I bought an extra Gene Stealer and some Scything Talons. Something like that, with some extra points that I had left over. And we've got 8 different kill points here in our HQ slots. We've got, and by the way, we're using the detachments from Zone Mortalis, the encounter mission one. And so you're limited, you have to bring 1 HQ and 1 troop. And then additionally, you can bring another HQ, 2 more troops, 2 elites, 2 fast attack, and 1 heavy support. That's your limitations. So my 2 HQ are 2 Tyranid primes. One of them is going to be the Miasma Cannon and Rending Claws. The Miasma Cannon is either a blast, 2+ poison, or a template 2+ poison, and then Rending Claws, of course. And the other one's just going to be Death Spitter and Rending Claws. And so the one with the Death Spitter and Rending Claws is going to join a group of 10 Termagants, 5 Flesh Borers, 5 Devourers. And the other one's going to join a group of 3 Warriors with Rending Claws and Death Spitters. Lots of rending, because got to get some AP2 somehow. And then in my other troop slot, I've got a group of 6 Gene Stealers with a Broodlord, just with Scything Talons on the Broodlord, no upgrades otherwise. In my elite slots, I've got 2 things. I got a group of 3 Zoanthropes with a Neurothrope, of course. I rolled and got the Horror for their psychic power, which is useless because he's totally fearless. So really it's just going to be for Spirit Leech, Warp Lance, and maybe Dominion. And we got a Malanthrope. It's a Forge World model that counts as an elite slot. And so he's got the Spore Cloud, giving everything shrouded within 6 inches. He's got 2+ poison, fleet, move through cover, and he's got a bunch of other stuff. Prey adaptation, if he kills something. If he kills an entire unit, or if he doesn't consolidate, instead he stays there. And then for the rest of the game, everybody within 12 inches of him gets preferred enemy in this case Dark Angels. And we got a Dock Effects. So that is a Carnifex with 2 Twin Link Devours, so that's 12 Strength 6 Twin Link shots. So I'm going for a bit of Daka here, because how do you deal with 2+ saves? You make them roll them. That's really what it is. You don't try to get past them with AP2 stuff. I got some rending, but that always fails me. It's you just try to make it so they have to roll so many of them that the dice betray them.
It happens.
And that's what happens. That's how you kill Terminators. And so that is my 1,030 points of Tyranids. We rolled off. In this mission, basically, whoever wins the roll-off gets to choose which table side, and it can be any of the 4 table sides. And because in this case, he's playing for AdMech, they have 1 more power station than I do, and so he got +1 to that roll. It didn't make a difference, but he still won the roll-off, and he chose this side. So he's going to deploy within 6 inches, half of his force. He has to keep the other half in reserve, and then I'll deploy half of my force within 6 inches of my side, and then it's just, unless I seize the initiative, he will go first. We're all deployed. We have a Dark Angel Terminator squad right here, and 1 on the other flank with the Librarian. They're identical. I could only put 4 units in total. So I have my Zoanthropes with the Neurothrope, the Carnifex. We got my Warlord Tyranid Prime. He has the Warlord trait target priority, which gives re-rolling 1s to hit in the shooting phase. Not psychic shooting powers, just in the shooting phase, to everybody within 12 inches. And then there's a squad of warriors with him. So that's 4. And my reserves will be the other Prime with the Termagants, Gene Stealer, and the Malanthrope. And your reserves are Belial and the Knights, who will automatically come in turn 1 because of the Dark Angel special rule, and he'll get to deep strike without scattering. So he's going to have his full force on the table turn 1, and I'm going to have to roll reserves as normal. So that'll give the Dark Angels a bit of advantage, but at the same time, I think it'll balance out by the fact that it's going to take them a while to get their Terminators across the table. And the ones that are already starting to cross the table have no shooting, so they could take some heavy losses right away, but we'll just have to wait and see. So the Dark Angels automatically get first turn unless I seize the initiative. I will try to seize the initiative, and I do not. You saw that was almost a 6? Yeah. So, Dark Angels, turn 1. The first things first, Belial comes on, and you're just looking at the board going, I don't know what I want to do! It's not that many guys, though. Like,
yeah.
What are you worried about?
What's there?
You could fit right there.
It's scary.
Just fit right there, right in front of the Carnifex.
Scary.
If you happen to survive all that shooting, though, you'll just be able to wreck my army as they come in. But you could also die.
I could lose half of my force.
Or you could just deep strike back here safely, and just
I
kind
don't
of.
really like that, though.
You are Dark Angels
I'm
after
Dark
all.
Angels. I have to do
Deathwing
it.
Dark
Deathwing.
Angels.
Death
no less.
to you.
So that's where you're gonna go. Are you gonna go there? You could also fit over there. You could probably fit right here. Lots of choices. So you're choosing right there. This is an all or nothing move, you realize, right?
Yep.
Like, you are either gonna crush me to tiny little pieces of Tyranid bones and carapace, or you're gonna lose this very important squad, and I'm gonna get all sorts of points for it. Bam! There they are. Nice thing about Zone Mortalis is if you're just walking in a straight line, you don't even need a measuring tape. Every tile is exactly 2 inches wide. So you just walk up 3 tiles.
Waka, waka, waka. Yeah.
Same thing with these guys. Ooh, they're heading towards the middle. Oh, there's no door there. That's just a wall. Head towards the door. If you want. We're just going to skip the psychic phase. All of this stuff is offensive, so there's obviously nothing in range to do that with. So in the shooting phase, he's just going to run everything 3 inches. So you can just 1.5 tiles. Just guesstimate. We're good. And this side, 4 inches, 2 tiles. Show those other guys.
God, this is great. I love this. I love this Warhammer. This is easy.
I know, no measuring tapes, right? They should just convert the whole thing into a board game. Forget measuring tapes and terrain.
Everyone just play Space Hulk.
Yeah. And these guys are going to hold together because if they're in base contact with at least 2 others, they get toughness 5. And although that makes it so it's easier for me to hit them with the flamer, it means that all my other weapons will be hurting them less. And then Belial will fire his, what is it, a Stormbolter?
Stormbolter.
Hitting on 2s, I'm guessing?
Yep. Twin links, since they just came in.
And he's wounding on 6s.
6. Oh my, okay.
Nothing.
Well, this is-
and that's turn 1. So this is, you realize, you've just basically said the first 10 minutes of this game are probably going to be what determine the entire game.
Turn 2. Turn 2 game.
But I guess that's Deathwing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Deathwing are like, you know what?
It's always like that.
There is no turn 3. It's all about turn 1 and 2.
I don't think I've ever made it to turn 5.
Well, let's see if we can continue that tradition. Tyranids, turn 1. So we're gonna move the zone throats back.
Baby.
Just get them. No, I'm giving room for the Carnifex. The Carnifex will open this door.
Wait, they can't do doors. They're aliens.
They're automatic doors. You walk up to it. It's like
a little pressure mat.
yeah. It's like at the supermarket,
mat.
right? It has a little scanner thingy. Have you ever watched Jurassic Park? Raptors can figure out how to open doors. I think Tyranids can.
That was the basis of all my nightmares.
I know, right? And then we're gonna move these warriors up. And there's my warlord with this flamer. And we'll bring this guy here, and this guy here. Psychic phase. This psychic phase is an incredibly important part because these guys want to eat your brains. So I got 2 warp charges plus 6.
Oh no!
But that also means you've got 6 plus your 1, so it's 8 versus 7. Do you have an adamantium will or anything on these
Yes,
guys?
I do.
You do, so that's going to help you big time. I'm going to throw 4 dice into Spirit Leech, so it's warp charge 1, and I perils, but I get all 4. So do you want to try to stop it? Spirit Leech is 3d6 minus your leadership of 10, no armor or cover, but you'll get your 3 up invulns.
Okay.
And I got 3 dice left over. The only other psychic power I know is Dominion and Warp Blast.
If you perils, can I stop it and you still perils?
I still perils, yeah. And you have a 5 plus deny the witch with adamantium.
Let it go.
Okay. Let's figure out the perils first, just for fun. 4. So they automatically take a wound, and nothing else happens. And 1, 2, 3 on a d3. So 2, the Neurothrope takes the wound. Okay, now the Spirit Leech. You realize, actually, even if I roll triple 6, you're gonna take 8 wounds with 3 up invulns. So you're pretty good against this. So leadership 10 against 3d6. So 1 wound with a 3 up invuln. So make that 3 up, and it's as if nothing happened. Woo! Oh, that's a bad start. And then I'll toss my other 3 dice at Warp Blast, and they failed. All right, so you survived the first part of what could kill you. So now let's do the second part and go into the shooting phase. Starting with the Miasma Cannon. He's hitting 5 of them, and it's poison 2+, and with shred, because hey,
why not?
Zone Mortalis. So 2+ poison, and shred. Yay, 5 wounds. 2+ saves. Oh, yay! I killed 1. Oh, I was hoping for 2, but I will take 1. So for the next weapons, the Death Spitters, you're now toughness 4, because you're majority toughness 4 now. So that's actually kind of important, because these are strength 5. And I got 9 shots hitting on 3s, because they have a prime with them. And they reroll 1s because of his Warlord trait. There we go.
3s.
And wounding on 3s, because you're toughness 4 majority. Ooh, nice. 6 wounds. 2+ saves. Oh, another one goes down. That's 2. Next, we have the Carnifex. He's gonna fire. Now he doesn't worry about the Warlord's target priority because he has twin linked. So 12 shots, hitting on 4s. Twin linked. Okay, a little below average, but not too bad. 2s to wound because you're toughness 4. Whoa, I dropped 1, so I'll just re-roll this 1. There we go. So 7 wounds.
I'll take 1 at a time.
Well, you're all 2 up.
All 2 up, yeah.
So I realized we could do the lookout. So yeah, like, you know what? We're in Zone Mortalis, so I guess individual things can matter a lot. So let's do them 1 at a time, because Belial will be after one guy dies. So just go ahead. Just throw them fast, though. 1 at a time. Good. Good. Stop.
Oh,
so he dies. Now, do you want to look out, sir, or do you want Belial to tank some of these? He's got 3 wounds, right?
I'll tank him.
Well, you roll 1 at a time, because if you roll triple 1, that would be bad. And you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. So that is all my shooting. You are fearless, so you are not going to run away. So the question I have is, do I charge? These all have rending claws. Initiative 5 and initiative 4, and you're probably initiative 4.
5 and 4.
5 and 4. So similar. Warlord against Warlord. Terminators against Warriors. Typically Terminators would win that.
Except they're not AP2 strength 8, unless I smite mode.
Well, it doesn't matter. Well, I guess we'll smite mode once per game.
Once per game.
So then you'd insta-kill all my warriors. AP2. But your AP4 is enough to ignore my armor anyways.
Only 2 attacks base.
Your 2 attacks base? So you only have 4 attacks there, but still. What's your weapon skill? 5? I'm 6. So I'm hitting you on 3s, you're hitting me on 4s. No, Belial probably is
6.
So he's hit on 4s. And, well, I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, but if you charge me, you get 3 extra attacks. But I get to Overwatch with a 2+ flamer that shreds. I think I need to use, and I might actually get to Overwatch at full ballistic skill. because I'll be initiative 5.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to stand still because I need that extra shooting. And so that's all I'm going to do. So no points yet, but still 3 Deathwing Knights lost to Tyranid fire. So I think I'm happy with that because I don't think I could expect much more than that. I think when you look at your rolls, you've done about average for your 2 pluses.
Average, yeah.
Maybe you did slightly above average, but it's not much more. I think out of the 3, I think it was like 20 wounds in total.
Curse you averages?
Yeah, well that's unusual. Usually I see either they make all of the 2+ saves or lose all of them right at the beginning.
Die.
Yeah, this is actually very odd for me to see something statistical happen with Terminator saves. Dice just don't normally want to do that. So that's the end of Tyranids turn 1. No points yet scored for either side because you're not within 6 inches of my side yet. Not that matters, obviously, you got to stay alive. So let's go right into Dark Angels turn 2. So these guys are going to go through this door so it automatically opens. Beep. You know, all the automatic sensors. Or you press the button.
I pressed a button. I have fingers.
Yeah, I don't know.
Thumbs.
These guys are holding power fists. I think that it's like
Destroy the
open. And they'll open up this door as well.
Shimmy.
And then they're just gonna go right through. And then we got these guys. Obviously, they just wanna.
Should I run away? I should run away. No.
You could go and regroup with everybody else, and then like charge up. And you're actually thinking about that. You know what? Yeah, do it. Yeah.
do it.
Keep letting me shoot at you as you run away.
No. I'm gonna.
That seems like a Belial Dark Angel thing to do.
I'm going to terribly kill you.
Now just careful how you position them, because whoever's in front is going to take the first wounds.
That's fine with me.
All right. Skipping the psychic phase because he doesn't have anything useful to do right now. So then they're going to run. Go ahead, roll it. 2 inches. Oh,
That's a whole square.
that's 2 and 3. So they've moved 5 inches in their run so far. That's unfortunate for them. And these guys. Oh no.
It's a whole other square.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, my whole first turn, I'm still on my deployment side, and you're already up almost halfway up the board, so I'm just gonna have to kill you.
Oh.
Or unless are you gonna shoot the Stormbolter?
Yes,
You might as well take some
Stormbolter.
pot shots.
Hitting on 2s, precision shot 5, 6 inches.
Oh, he precision shots 5. So how do you want to allocate the 5?
I'm gonna put it on your warlord.
All right, and I guess roll that one separately. So
So on the warlord.
one on the warlord wounds, and it's still majority toughness, so that wounds him. And then
The rest of the guys.
so
He's
he's actually closest
Okay,
anyways.
wow, okay.
So they both go on him. And this is an AP5 weapon, and he's got a 4-up save. Where's the 3-up? Let me double check. You know what? I'm gonna have him tank it. At least the first one, 3-up save. It's good and good. See. So assault phase. You wanted to stand there and not charge?
No, you're a heretic apparently.
All right. So you're gonna charge. I will Overwatch, but first initiative test to see if I get full ballistic skill because my weapons are all assault.
Well,
So for an initiative test for this unit, we take the highest initiative, which is the Tyranid Prime's initiative of 5. So basically anything but a 6, and I get full ballistic skill. 5.
ooh, I saw this.
That was almost a 6. Matters to the Death Spitters though, because he's got a flamer, so he's going to be using a Wall of Death special roll. It doesn't allow him to fire the flamer. He still has to use his Wall of Death.
Okay.
Start with the Wall of Death special rolls. It's D3. So 2. Poison 2 plus Shred. 2 wounds. And they're on Belial. Do you want to do them both right now or just one at a time? Both. You're good. The 9 Death Spitter shots hitting on 3s because they're with the Tyranid Prime. And it says rerolling 1s in the shooting phase. So I know we could argue that Overwatch says you use all the normal rules for shooting and people talk about shooting phase stuff, but I'm just gonna skip that and just for the sake, because it would benefit me. And so I've got to be more lenient on my opponent and hard against myself. But it's okay, I don't think 1 would make a big difference anyways. Wounding on 3s because your majority toughness is 4. So we got 4 wounds. You're gonna take a chance to throw them all at once?
Yep.
All right, 3 1s. No 1s. All right. Obviously, you don't have to roll your charge distance because you're right there.
Yep.
So Belial, Terminator, and this guy. I'll just make him fit. Who cares? I would consolidate it or come on in anyways. First things first.
I declare a challenge.
Prime is going to accept.
Your bone sword is pretty small.
They're rending claws, man.
Oh,
So at initiative 5, you don't have any like Hammer of Wrath with these guys or anything.
I do
right?
actually.
You
I
do?
have 2 hammer rats.
Because of these 2? Or he gets 2?
He doesn't get it.
He doesn't, okay. So by me actually being nice to you and letting you go in there, he gets an extra Hammer of Wrath. It's okay, it's fine. I really don't care. So you're winning on 4s. One wound with a 4-up save. So one of these guys takes a wound. I'll make it this guy. It's initiative 5. We hit each other. You're not unwieldy or anything, right?
I have to see if I declare smite mode.
Oh, you have a one-use only thing in the entire game where you can become Strength 8 AP2.
Smite mode.
Instead of Strength
10 AP2.
Strength. Yeah, I guess that would insta-kill my Prime. Strength 10 AP2 as opposed to Strength 6 AP4, right? So you'll most likely insta-kill my Prime and the rest of my guys too. But at least we all get to strike and strike back at you too. Oh, I'm sorry. Only this guy has the smite mode, so only he will be Strength 10 AP2.
All right.
But Belial has a sword, which is AP3, which is going to go through the Tyranid Prime.
And Fleshbane.
And Fleshbane. Hey, you got 4 attacks. We're both weapon skill 6. You're hitting on 4s. So 3 hits. Mastercrafted? No. No! And your strength, or your Fleshbane.
Fleshbane.
So 2 ups. Get 2 1s. Yay! No! I'm alive! I believe I'm alive! Put it down to 1, baby. So then I get to go. The Tyranid Prime hits back. He's got 4 attacks, not on the charge. Booyah. But he's rending, so he doesn't get all AP 3s. Although AP 3 would be totally useless against you because you're 2-up safe. Now, Belial, what's his invuln?
4 up.
So it's not a 3-up, so he's not a Storm Shield guy. But he's toughness 5.
4.
4?
I'm all T4.
Oh, I thought he was toughness 5. Because I thought you said about when he first comes in.
Shields. That's Fortress of Shields when he's around, surrounded. But actually, I looked it up. That rule's not. It's not inner circle. It's also rules. It's also models with that rule.
Okay. So he's toughness 4. All right, so I got 4 attacks hitting on 4s. Oh, where's my preferred enemy? Why didn't I get the close combat reroll ones and not the shooting reroll ones? And I'm strength 5, rending, so 3s to wound, rending. Dang it! Woo! Not even a wound! Now we are at initiative 4, so that's all the warriors and your 2 terminators. So why don't we start with your insta-killing dude?
4s?
3 attacks from the smite guy hitting on 4s. Oh, I still got 2 out of 3, dude. And now he's wounded on 2s, no saves, insta-killing. So he insta-kills 2, so I'll obviously have him insta-kill the one that was already wounded. Because I could choose between the 2 because it's the same initiative. And then obviously the next guy. I'm just gonna...
Make it easy.
No, it won't make a difference because I'm just gonna pile in anyways. And these guys are all attacking at the same time.
Yeah. Charge.
And 4 attacks from the other guy hitting on 4s. Man, you're rolling average and above average on your hits.
2s.
2 wounds, no saves. So he stays alive, and then the 3 warriors will hit back. And then I get all my attacks back from the 3 warriors, and they're going to be hitting on 3s. Because your weapon skill is 5, and mine is 6 because I have the Prime with me. And even though he's in the challenge, he's still part of the unit. So we're hitting on 3s. Come on, good hits. All right, not bad. Lots of hits.
Pretty good.
These are strength 4, so they're wounding you on 4s. But the most important thing, I really don't care about the wounds. I care about the rending, because you're just going to save all the wounds. The rending you still have 3-up invulns against, from both your guys. But I'd still rather you have a 3-up than a 2-up. So 4s to wound rending. Oh yeah! Woo! Got 3 rends and a regular. So I'll have you do the regular first, because if I do manage to kill both the guys, I want the rending to get onto Belial. So 2+. Oh! So then you use 2 at a time. These are rending, so 3-up invulns.
1 wound.
Come on, you gotta fail. No, you got 2 guys though. So 1 dies.
1 dies. That's no bueno.
And then the other one, come on, 3-up. Come on, lose the other guy. Yeah! Oh yeah! Yeah, you might be locked in combat, which means I can't... Well, you might be able to kill both of them though, because there's only 2...
attacks.
Well, it's 3 attacks, but there's 2 guys left. But I guess I get to hit you first. Or at the same time, I should say. But you're Fleshbane. So you're 3 attacks, but you're only hitting on 4s. So I'd say it's pretty... I hope that you stay locked, obviously, so that you kill him during your turn, so then I can shoot Belial in the face. But that is a point for me. That's a victory point. That's also first blood.
Oh!
Oh yeah! First blood, baby! Because Belial is an independent character, so he's another unit. And I still have 2 units here. So yeah, first blood and victory point. 2 points for the Tyranids at the bottom of turn 2. Well, top of turn 2. The Tyranids, turn 2. So, I got some reserve rolls to make. I have this Prime joining these Termagants. On a 3+ they come in. Yes. We got the Broodlord in this squad. Yes. And we got the Malanthrope. Yes! Okay, I needed that. Everything's in. Just a note, you've agreed that this size base can fit through them. The Carnifex is not allowed to fit through the small doors, but this guy is allowed, so that's important because obviously he has nowhere to go if he comes in here. So he is going to come on right here. I'm gonna have the Broodlord and his posse come on right here. They're getting ready for once you chop down the warriors. I want to surround you by rending and monstrous creatures. Yeah, no. Does slow me down a bit though. And then these termagants are going to come on right here. So Carnifex is going to move up to here. Basically, if you kill these guys, you got two choices. Go after the Gene Stealers with tons of attacks and rending, or go after the Carnifex who you could one-shot. Mastercrafted hidden on 3s. He's got 4 wounds, he's got 4 attacks. Does he have Hammer of Wrath, or is it the rest of the squad? Yeah, so they could do it. And the Zone Throats, they're going to start heading off in this direction. So 2, 4, 6, with the wounded Neurothrope. His brain's hurting a little bit from that little bit of an aneurysm from the perils of the warp. And the next guy. Psychic phase, I think I will skip because, like, I got the Broodlord. Well, you know what? Let's turn on. Let's see if we can do something. So I got 3 right now plus 6. So I got 9, and you got 6. Sorry, you got 7 because you have a Librarian. So I'll throw 3 dice into Dominion for the Broodlord. Got it with 2. You can try to stop it. I got 6 more dice, but not much more to do. So you're gonna try to stop it? Yep. 2 6s? No.
Nope.
So he's now a Synapse creature with a 6-inch bubble. So they're all fearless. And let's just throw on Dominion with these guys. I'll throw 3 more dice at it and hope not to kill my Neurothrope. They fail. And everything else I have just isn't really relevant. Into the shooting phase, I'm going to run these Zone Throats 3 inches. So there's a tile and a half. Not worried about you getting the shooting range of them yet, because looking at all your units, they're not going to be in shooting within just their movement. Malanthrope next. He has Fleet, so I will not reroll that 6. Oh, see, this is why. It doesn't matter, because he doesn't have a base.
He's skinny.
He just floats around. And then the Termagants, 1 inch. They don't have Fleet.
Oh.
So we're just going to move up 1 measly inch. They're as fast as your Terminators.
Don't remind me.
So into the assault phase. You know what, the Carnifex, let me check to see if his base would fit. And I have to really be able to fit. I'm not going to fudge this. No, he can't fit. I didn't even think about that. But if he charged it, that would have been awesome. Because you would have been dead.
Yeah.
D3 Hammer of Wrath. But I'm going to say that doesn't fit. I know this thing has got moved around a little bit, but err on the side of caution. No, he can't. Okay. So straight into this combat, we got both of us at Initiative 5 still in the challenge.
Hitting on 4s.
So the nice thing about the challenge for me is that you're still forced to go up against my weapon skill.
Yeah.
Now, toughness doesn't matter because you're Flesh Vein, but you're hitting on 4s instead of 3s. Although I guess in this case,
It's majority, isn't it?
yeah, my Tyranid Prime gives everybody else the same weapon skill. So my point totally doesn't really do anything.
Time to roll dice. 4s.
I want you to fail. Okay, you got 2. That's enough to kill me.
Crafted.
Oh no! Oh! Now you got to fail these because these are AP 3, right? So if you got to get 2 1s. You got to get 2 1s. You got to get 2 1s.
I have the power.
Oh, you killed them both. But he'll get to strike back at Initiative 5.
He'll kill.
Zelda Prime gets 4 attacks. I'll be happy with taking 1 wound off of you in the end. He hits on 4s. Yeah. All right, that's 2 victory points plus a Warlord kill. So that brings the score to 3-2. And it also gives you the initiative here. Lets you choose your next opponent, whether you go after the Carnifex or the Gene Stealers. Then consolidate. 5 inches. So make your choice, man. Make your choice. You can always just stick it in the middle and make your choice later, but make your choice.
I can't. I'm not gonna be able to meet up with each other.
Oh, you want to run him back? Hey guys!
I see the card effects.
You got to go for it, right?
I have to go for
You
it.
got to go for the epicness of it all. So end of turn 2, the score is 3-2. Well, technically it's 6-2 because you are in my deployment zone. That's worth 3 victory points. But I have a funny feeling that Belial is not going to last the entire combat. He's going to kill stuff, but I don't think he's going to survive. But you never know. You really never know. So let's just count kill points in First Blood and Warlord right now, just for the sake of knowing where we're at. It's 3-2 for the Dark Angels, and it is now their turn 3.
I don't even measure. What am I doing measuring?
Well, you can measure. You're going on a diagonal, so you need to measure now, unless you know your Pythagorean theorem really well.
Let's not say I do right now.
Yeah, let's just measure 6 inches.
Actually, I want to do. Can I say that? I want to get him up there.
Well, you might as well move them all as far as they can.
Yeah. Touche.
And then the next squad is going to go up. Almost at that door. So exciting.
Almost at the pressure pad. With
Yeah.
the sensors.
Almost start using your psychic powers. Skipping the psychic phase because you still don't have line of sight on anything to fire your powers at. Shooting phase. Fire the Stormbolter.
Hitting on 2s.
Is it twin linked?
No.
So 1 hit, 6s to wound? No. These guys are gonna run 3 inches. So where are you going? Still not going through that door. Don't want to meet the zone throats on my terms.
I saw what happened, and I know what they can do, so...
Yeah, you want to jump around the corner, shoot at them, not jump around the corner and have your brains sucked out and then shot back at the other guys.
Through a bendy straw.
These guys are going to run too?
Yeah.
Might as well. Get closer. 6 inches. Oh, this is your chance. Do you move forward? There's not a lot of stuff over here, although the zone throats are close to that door. So you're going to come through? Door's open. Here they come. Now you can't pass through your own models. So you got to do it.
Shimmy.
So the other guy's got the shimmy, then he moves. There we go. Makes a difference. Some Mortalis is claustrophobic. Into the assault phase. So you're going to declare a charge against the Carnifex. Now here's a very important roll. He's going to take an initiative test because his weapons are assault weapons, so they could fire at ballistic skill 3 instead of 1. They are twin links, so that'll help a little bit. But my initiative is 2. So I have to roll a 1 or a 2. 4. He fails it, so he's just snap firing.
Just.
So there should be way less hits unless I get lucky and roll lots of 6s. Oh, look at that. 5 6s so far. Reroll. No more though. Okay, so just 5.
Give me
2s to wound. 5 wounds. It's all Belial. No way anybody's gonna jump in front of him. 2 plus. Oh, he takes a wound. I'm okay with that. True, I am gonna insta-kill you, but if you kill me and I don't even hit you because I'm only hitting on 4s and only 3 attacks because I've dropped my close combat weapons, you don't have to roll.
Okay.
You're an inch away. Then it could make a difference. It could make a difference. But I am strength 9, and for some reason Belial's not Eternal Warrior. So yes, I would insta-kill you if I do wound you. But fooey on that, you get to go first. You've got 4 attacks hitting on 3s Mastercrafted. I've got 4 wounds, so you gotta get all of these, man. You gotta get all of these. Oh, Mastercrafted! Oh, it's on the ground! What are you doing? Suspense! Oh! So now, you've got to get all 4 2+s, and you kill him. 2+! Oh! Only 2. Yeah, you're in trouble. Carnifex with his 3 attacks is hitting back. I'm hitting on 4s, just need 1. I got just 1, and I should have said just needed 2. I'm winning on a 2. Insta-kill, but you've got a 4-up invuln, or Belial is dead. Oh, he's alive! So he sucked at hitting, or hurting I should say, even with Fleshbane, but he's good at staying alive.
This is gonna hurt.
But he's got another issue. Well, his back is turned. Somebody else is coming in there.
It's okay.
So end of Dark Angel's turn 3. Score is still 3-2 because he didn't kill anything. Almost killed the Carnifex. You got 4 hits. You got the hard part. But then the 2+s.
Oh.
You're playing a 2+ army, man. You got to make sure you roll those 2+s. 2+ Fleshbane, 2+ Terminator armor. But
These.
it's the dice.
These.
Hey, I'm rolling.
It's the one.
I'm rolling the same dice.
I hate the ones.
All right, Tyranids, turn 3. So everything's on the table. I've got room to come through here, so I will go right there because that's an inch away from you.
Yeah, I'm golden.
So they are going to just scooch with the purpose. Actually going to go like this. Make sure the Broodlord is one of them that'll be in there. Maybe even challenge you. Fortunately, these zone throats have to play it safe, so they got to move back, which means I'm not getting any victory points for getting to your deployment zone. I just got to table you. But if I want to table you, I got to make sure my zone throats are usable against your Terminators as they come around that corner. So this Malanthrope is going to open up this door, and he's going to float with his spore cloud over to here. And these guys are going to head through here. Good bottleneck. Really hard. So your deployment zone might have been better for you for deep striking, but it definitely is good for you because it really bottles me up here. I'm going to have the prime split off and go this way. Actually, I guess he would go off after them so they'd move, and then he would move. Psychic phase? Nah, not going to worry about it. We got Synapse there, Synapse there. I'm okay for Synapse, and Synapse over there, so I'm okay. Even though if you do kill this guy this turn. Phase, I'm going to run the Malanthrope, 3 inches. So I'm going to stay in my deployment zone. Termagants. Oh, dude, come on, you guys. Be a little more enthusiastic than that. They're moving up. Run this prime, 3 inches. I'll come up to here. I won't open the door though. So we're into the assault phase. Gene Stealers are declaring assault against Belial. I'll put his 2 up here because he's about to get surrounded, man. He is going to get surrounded. Charge, charge, charge. So we have these 2 Gene Stealers back here who will not be in the fight. And that's 6 less attacks at initiative 6. So that does make a difference.
Hey.
You good sir?
Yes.
Accept. So I swap. Actually, I can't because the bases are different size. So we just count as being in base contact for all intents and purposes of everything, which doesn't matter
It's
for
okay, I'm gonna wipe that unit.
Yeah. Initiative 7, Broodlord. So I got 6 attacks on the charge because I used 4 points to give them Scything Talons because of my Manufactorum bonus.
Thank you, Leland.
Hey, Leland actually has like the most buildings for the one with the least amount of tiles.
Okay.
So it's Chaos that has like no buildings right now. So I got 6 attacks and I'm weapon skill 7, so I'm hitting you on 3s. There we are.
There are your 6s. Those are
That's surprising because no matter how many attacks my Broodlords have, they always make 3 hits. They could have 3 attacks, or 7 attacks, or 5 attacks. They always make 3. So I'm strength 5 against your toughness 4, and so I'm wounding on 3s, but most importantly, rending. Dang it! I said most importantly, rending. So you have 3 wounds, and you've got 2 up saves. Oh, he's dead! The Broodlord slices him down like a little piece of butter with hot knives. Yeah, whatever. So that's 2 points. Ouch! So you got a face. Oh, you got your heavy support coming in now.
Yep, they're finally.
Your troops come in there with all their weapons and stuff. So a little late to the party. They're gonna see pieces of Terminators all over the walls. But maybe that'll enrage them and help them to fight a little stronger. So let's do some consolidations. Gene Stealers will consolidate 5 and Carnifex 5. So we're gonna move up. Oh, that was too effective. It's like, look at me, I can't do a rending. And it's like, well, look at me, I can't do a 2+ save. Crap, I'm gonna get in the way of my Carnifex. Oh well, they'll just come out over here.
Yeah, sponge them up for my Psyker.
That's right, Psyker can toss his strength 4, shredding, ignoring cover thing all he wants. Yeah, actually that's gonna suck. Maybe you'll fail that one. He is a Psyker, remember, so he'll have 5+ to neither witch. So if you target him, it's whoever you target. And because he's shot on the warp, but he's not a Psyker. So, anyway, end of turn 3. The score is now in favor of the Tyranids 4-3 because I've killed 2 units, First Blood, and Warlord kill. And you've killed 2 units and a Warlord, yes. So 4-3 for the Tyranids. So close game. So let's see what happens as we go into turn 4 for Dark Angels. Mr. Terminator, moving forward. There's really no holding back. There's no skirmishing with this many Tyranids, with this many guns. You skirmish. I'm just going to force you to take 6 or 2 up saves until they're all dead. So, just moving forward. And the other ones are going to open a door. Coming down the hallway towards his own throats. We got crack missiles, double crack missiles out of that guy. So nice that they get to do that. They get to fire their bolter as well. Such a cool weapon. And those will insta-kill his own throws that don't make their 3-up invulns. Just have to wait and see. Into the Psychic phase, you got 1 Psyker plus 5, and I got 5 plus 3, so I've got 8 and you've got 6. So he's going to attempt to manifest Inferno on the Carnifex, which will also be able to hit the Gene Stealers as long as it doesn't scatter. He's going to throw all the dice into it. So I don't get any additional like Adamantium Will or anything because he's not a Psyker. So you need 1. You got 2. And I got 8 dice. Need 2 6s. Oh! Whoa. 5 6s! Wait. No, Inferno!
What?
So it reverses onto you because not only did I deny it, and then I manifest it 3 times. So you got to put this glass on you.
Where are my dispel dice?
And they're all shredding strength 4. Wow, that would slowly kill you. Yeah, that was ridiculous. Shooting phase. Yeah. Crack missiles. 2 of them into these guys. They won't jink because they can't. You're hitting on 3s.
3s.
Oh,
One.
That's with the insta-killing weapon.
I know.
That's with the insta-killing weapon. 2's the wound. Oh, what are you doing? You got 4 Stormbolters though. 8 shots. 3s. So 6 hits. 4's to wound.
4s.
2 wounds. Weapon bones.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yep.
Womp.
So these guys are left with a very tough decision. Although, who do you want to charge is the question. because if they start firing at these Gene Stealers, frag missiles will hit a lot. But because they're blasts, they can hit things that are out of line of sight. And so that means the nearest guy is going to take the hit. And because he's partially obscured by this, or fully obscured, it's a 4-up save plus shrouded. So it'll be 2 up.
Shooting at him. So I can charge him.
You want to shoot at the Malanthrope?
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to try to take down the Malanthrope instead, because once it's gone, then there's a lot less problems when it comes to cover saves. So 2 crack missiles, because why bother with frag and they're not going to do anything. 1 hit, wounded on 2s. That's... wow. I think your crack missiles need to be checked.
I think I killed the Tech Priest last game, I think. Maybe.
But those were different crack missiles, clearly.
Yeah, I blame the manufacturers here.
Yeah. And then 4 Storm Bolters hitting on 3s. 3 hits. And then 5s to him because he's toughness 5s. 2 wounds. Armor. And he's fine. Okay, so... ow! Nothing died. That's kind of a bad thing when you're fighting Tyranids because usually you're outnumbered. So you need to kill a bunch, and then they still are okay because there's so many more. But now I'm doubly okay. But we're not done yet. Let's go into the assault phase.
Yeah.
Declare an assault against a Malanthrope. You're gonna need a 7-inch charge, no Overwatch. You don't have fleet or anything, do you? No. All right, go for it. Okay, good. At least they can go in and kill him. Maybe. Well, he's got poison 2+, but no AP. Because he's not a monstrous creature. He is just infantry. And then these guys are going to charge the zone thropes and really want to get there, but they need an 11-inch charge. No, nope. All I see is a 1.
And a 6.
So the other one doesn't even matter.
No.
I declare a challenge from...
The Malanthrope's not a character.
It's not. It doesn't get a challenge.
No, he's a Malanthrope. Oh wait, yeah, no, you're right. It's a strange rule. You can't issue a challenge to him. He's not a character.
Oh, I can't? Okay.
It says that he may issue a challenge even though he's not a character, because he tries to tie up somebody with his tail. Oh, I'll issue a challenge.
I will accept with my sergeant.
Which is?
This guy.
This guy? Mm-hmm. So swap him. And then we're going to try to tie you up in my tail. So now I'm going to try to entangle your sergeant in my tail. Grasping tail rule. On a 4+, I reduce your attacks by half, rounding down. Rounding down. So if you had 1 attack, it becomes 0. And then I also reduce your initiative to 1, because you'd be initiative 4. That won't matter so much because I'm initiative 5, I'm already higher. So 4+, I grasp you in my tail! Now you got all sorts of warm fuzzy feelings as I start to probe your brain. So I got 3 attacks, only weapon skill 3 though, hitting on 4s. Nothing! I don't have preferred enemy, right? No, not yet.
That's if you eat me.
That's if I kill you. So everybody else is initiative 1, except the librarian, so he's like, I want to fight! But he can't. Because he's stuck in the back. So now we drop to initiative 1. And the rest of your guys. No, he's initiative 1. Goodness. He's initiative 1 now. So these guys all pile in. Sergeant has base attacks 2, halved, rounded down to 1, and then you get to add 1 for the charge, because you do your division and multiplication before addition and subtraction. That's not just a mathematics rule, that's actually how it explains it in the rulebook for Warhammer 40k. So you've got your 2 attacks.
Hitting on 3s.
You're hitting on 3s though. Any mastercrafted?
No.
3s to hit. 2 hits, and then you are strength 4.
5s to wound.
5s to wound, no saves. So 1 wound. Down to 3, and now you're gonna smash me with a bunch of power fists. So power fists, don't you have more than that? They charged. So you should have
okay, 9
attacks.
I'm always just getting charged.
So you're hitting on 3s with your 9 attacks. Kill him with that. Yeah, there's 6 hits right there. He's got 2s to wound, no saves. So I'm dead. Yeah. So he dies. That's another victory point for you. Although it leaves your guys out in the open for a turn.
Yeah.
So consolidate. You've got 5. So pick your poison. Try to bottleneck me in some way.
I'm definitely gonna bottleneck you right here.
Yeah, so the Termagants don't get tons of attacks.
But that's absolutely terrifying.
Well, your Gene Stealers and the Carnifex all being able to charge you after the Carnifex shoots at you? Yeah, it's terrifying. Not much you can do though, except put your Storm Shield guy out front.
Since...
You want them to stay alive the longest?
Yeah.
Storm Shield guy out front, because that's what he's there for, right?
But if I block this off, I can't though, since I'm too fat.
Block it off for what though?
Because if you it limits what you can charge with the Gene Stealers and the Carnifex.
Oh, I see. Yeah. No, the Carnifex will do the first charge, and then the Gene Stealers will kind of fit in. Yeah. Because if the Gene Stealers charge first, you're right. They would have to kind of cover it all up. So, if I want to charge with the Carnifex, because he's initiative 2. Well, he's still higher initiative than most of your guys, but anyway. So there you are. So end of Dark Angels turn 4. The score is now tied 4-4. because you've got your Warlord kill plus 3 victory points, and I've got 2 victory points plus Warlord kill and First Blood. So it's still points-wise very close, although it all comes down to how well these guys survive this next round from the Tyranids, turn 4. It's quite simple. These guys are going to move forward, provide the meat shield for the Broodlord and the Overwatch, but making sure the Broodlord gets in there, because it'd be a shame if he wasn't in that fight. Protects gets 2, 4, 6. I realize that's actually less than 6, but it's close enough for a charge, so I don't really care. These guys, I'm going to move, just line up, so we can try to get as many shooting attacks as possible. I'm going to move these guys out of the way. We want more Devours in there, obviously, because they've got more shots. I don't think I'm going to be able to get any more than that, though. Yeah, that's it. Open this door, so we'll get some Death Spitter shots into there. Say, why not? And he's going to join that squad right there. And that way, that way he can participate in the combat, potentially, if we get stuck in there. And these zone thropes will stay where they are. They're going to try to Spirit Leech you anyways. So Psychic Phase, I've got 3, you've got 1, and 1 more. So you got 2, I got 4. I'm going to put all 4 into Spirit Leech against these guys. You get 3 of them, so you can't even stop it. You're leadership 9,
yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're Terminators. Typically leadership 9 on Terminators. Never, I don't think I've ever seen leadership 8 Terminators before. 9. Especially Dark Angels, like, come on. These are like the best of the best. Yeah. We've got 3d6 minus the leadership of 9. Whatever I beat this by, you have to take invuln saves, otherwise you're dead. 2. I got 11. So on the Thunderhammer guy first, 3 up invuln. He's good. 3 up invuln. Oh, that's 1. So that actually gives me another warp charge, but I can only use that to cast Warp Blast, which is a warp charge 2, and I only have 1 die.
Oh, okay.
So I can't do anything with it. Into the shooting phase, because you're fearless, so you wouldn't run. You only lost 20% anyways. Let's start with these guys firing at the Terminators, because if I kill one, then I'll have less guys to shoot at it. So I'll have all them fire. But really, the Termagants can see more, so I'm going to start with the Death Spitter from the Prime. It's on 3s, and he wounds on 3s. 1 wound. 2 up save. Oh! I did say we wanted to finish the game before lunch. That's not exactly what I meant. And then I guess I have to do these 1 weapon at a time. So I'm going to start with the Devours. So only 1 Devourer can see, so 3 shots hitting on 4s, 2 hits, wounding on 4s, 1 wound. Up. You're good. We got 3 Flesh Spores that can fire. Hitting on 4s, 1 hit, wounding on 4s, nothing. Then the Carnifex, Daka Daka. 12 shots hitting on 4s. Twin linked. Looks bad, but that was actually statistical. It's just because I rolled a lot of 6s, it made it look even worse than it was. See, that's better. 10 hits. 2s to wound. Ooh, 7 wounds. Your closest is actually your sergeant. So do you want to look out, sir?
Nope.
You want him to take it?
Yeah.
So then you can just roll everything, because once he dies, it'll just be 2 up saves for everybody else. And he's dead. Want to keep all your higher strength weapons, I guess.
Yeah.
And you're fearless, so we don't have to worry about a morale check. So right into the assault phase, I will have the Carnifex declare a charge first. Do you want to Overwatch?
Overwatch.
All right. The test, initiative 4. Librarian's on initiative 5, right? Doesn't matter, you made it. So start with the Stormbolters. You got 2 of them. So that's 4 shots hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 6s. I know, right? The dice do not like you today. 2 crack missiles. Now these have to snap fire because it's only assault, rapid fire, and pistols that get to do the special Overwatch. 6s,
nope.
Nothing. A Combi Flamer. Do you want to use the Flamer aspect?
Yes.
You might as well before you die, right? D3.
Ooh.
Well, I'm just saying. That wasn't snack talk. It's just, you're surrounded by Gene Stealers and Carnifex. I thought it was just inevitability.
Wounding on...
Your strength 4, so 6s, but it's shred.
Ooh.
Because it's Flamer. Yeah.
Oh, nothing. I'm ready to...
And I charge 6. He's definitely in. He has to go to the nearest, though. So I actually... Oh, no. They still have room for the Gene Stealers. Not lots, but some.
I can shift this if you want. Like, as we
Well, there's basically room for 1 Gene Stealer in there. So the Gene Stealers will charge 7 inches. So I'll charge this one, that one, that one, that one, Broodlord, that one. Actually, I won't get them all in because this guy's not in base, so it's only 2 inches of that guy. So it'll just be this little group right here that can fight. So 2 of the Gene Stealers are out. I'm not going to charge the Termagants because I just don't feel like it. So into this fight, Hammer of Wrath from the Carnifex. He gets D3 Hammer of Wrath. So 2. 9, 2's to wound. 1 wound. Be on your Thunderhammer, so 2+. You're fine. Challenges. I would like to issue a challenge with my Broodlord.
All I have is my librarian.
So you can choose to accept with him, or you can choose not to fight with your librarian. Your choice.
I will decline.
Decline. Okay, so he does not fight. So this actually works well for you because you have to swap these two, because I can't swap. My base is bigger than my other guys, and so it forces you to swap forward, and that means that the Thunderhammer Storm Shield guy would be in the back, and he's the one that wants to tank all of the AP2 and rending that is about to come. Initiative 7 from the Broodlord.
What's up?
So I got 6 attacks sitting on 3s, 5 hits, Strength 5 rending, so 3's to wound rending. Got 2 rending. So I'm gonna put the 1 non-rending on first because it's your Storm Shield guy up front, so 2+. Oof. Oh, I should have put the rending on first. And now 2 rending, so 1 at a time, because he's got a 3+, but everybody else is 5+. So 3+. Oh, it worked against me. And 3+. Woo! You would have totally just lost 3 Terminators if I switched the order, because he would have died, and then your 5 would have just failed. Well, it still statistically was a better choice, but just worked out poorly for me. 6 from the 14 Steelers.
Good.
And they've got 3s to hit. They are 4s to wound rending. Oh, just 1! Oh, wow, you're gonna be hitting back. Plus on your Storm Shield guy. Oh, I totally. Can you imagine if I'd done the other way around? You'd have just your Librarian left who wouldn't be able to attack.
1 wound. You'd have 1 wound left too.
And the Carnifex would go in and just kill him. But now it's your turn. No, he can't fight.
He cannot fight.
So you only had initiative 1. So actually the Carnifex gets to go at initiative 2. He's got 4 attacks on 4s. Only 1, but he wounds on 2s, AP2. Oh, wow! Yay. That first set of rolls made all the difference. 2, 3, and 3 instead of the death, death, and death was save, save, and save. Should have won. Now, this guy has to fight the Carnifex. He has a choice, and he has a choice. So he's gonna have the Thunderhammer on the Gene Stealers and these 2 on the Carnifex. All right, let's start against the Carnifex. 4 attacks on 3s. Oh, he only had 2 wounds left. And you're wounding him on 2s, no saves, because you got Power Fists. And you got him. To 1. And then you got the Thunderhammer. 2 attacks in on 4s. Oh, okay, so we just decided to call it a draw.
I think you're nice. I'm not gonna hurt you.
You technically won that combat, because you got 1 wound, but he's fearless. And you know what? They're not fearless. Oh, they're fearless. They're in Synapse. Whew. You could have actually just run right there. They would have run off the board. That would have been something. So that's the end of turn 4. No points scored, so the score is still 4-4. So this is actually close, because if the game ends on turn 5, you could win if you just managed to eke out another victory point or 2. And because you survived this long, because that's your biggest fear, of course, is that you get tabled because you don't have a lot of models. But you still have a lot of models, and you're surviving. So you just can't survive Termagant shots. You can survive Carnifexes and Gene Stealers and Broodlords, oh my.
It's the little guys, some little things.
It's the little guys. Okay, so let's go right into turn 5. So these guys are going to move, so it's just 3 tiles worth, remember?
Yeah.
Boom. Go for those zone throws. Get a point. If you can get that point, it's a big deal. Psychic will matter. You want to turn on Force?
Yes.
So let's roll for Psychic. You get 1+. 5, so 6. So how many are you going to throw at it? All of them. All right. You are in Shadow in the Warp, so Perils might hurt more. So, Perils, but you got 4. I could stop it, but we'll see. Heck, last time I rolled 4 6s. Doesn't matter. It's 2 6s. So Force is turned on, and so Perils of the Warp. Uh-oh. He takes a wound, and if he fails a leadership test, he's removed from play, and his squad takes some Strength 6 hits, I believe it is. Or D6 Strength 4. I've never actually seen this one kill somebody. Oh wait, no, I saw it kill the Dread Knight one. You're leadership 7 right now because of Shadows in the Warp. Fail this, and
Oh my.
And oh my. Oh! Shadows in the Warp did something! It's amazing!
OP!
It's OP! So Librarian is removed from play. That's a victory point for me. I just want to point out this is the first time in the history of me making battle reports that I've ever seen somebody roll a 1, fail their leadership, and have it affect the unit that he's with. Is D6 Strength 6 AP 1 hits allocated from the Psyker.
Roll.
So, yeah. Well, no, you roll it. It's you doing it to yourself, man. It's you doing it to yourself. I'm not attacking you. D6. 2. You're winning on 2s. AP 1.
I feel like this is just wrong, me hurting myself.
Yeah, well, it's Dark Angels not liking the Warp. You've got a 5-up invuln, or you lose one of your guys. They're both equidistant. Oh, didn't matter. Could have been AP nothing. It's your choice. So keep the Cyclone.
Yeah.
So that's a victory point for me, and no force weapon for you. Into the shooting phase. So these guys are going to open up fire on the zone throat, starting with the crack missiles. Yeah. 3s to hit. 1 hit, and then 2s to wound. That's a wound with a 3-up invuln. Sorry, man.
It's okay.
So 8 Stormbolter shots, 3s. Wounding on force. 2 wounds. 3 up. Yeah, no.
No.
So assault phase.
Charges.
Is charge. I think you need a 6-inch charge. We'll measure it if you roll really bad. Yes, more than 4, because it's 2 tiles. On this assault, no challenges. So we got initiative 7 on the Broodlord. 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. 5 hits. 3s to wound, rending. 2 wounds, no rending. 2 up. They're alive. And then the 4 Gene Stealers who were in that combat, hitting on 3s. Ooh, 7 hits.
Wow, okay.
4s to wound, rending. 1 rend, 2 regular. I'm still doing the 2 regular first. It's statistically better, so just roll 2 pluses for that. Yep, see, it killed him.
Uh-oh.
And then we got the rend, which is now going to be a 5-up because the last guy is just a regular Terminator. And he survives.
Woo!
So we're down to initiative 2, so that would be the Carnifex. 3 attacks, 4s to hit, only 1 again, and 2s to wound. Oh! Woo! You get to hit back, but only against the Carnifex. But you kill him, you'll have tied up the game so far.
Getting on 3s.
3s to hit, 1 hit, 2s to wound, no saves, and he's dead. Don't roll a 1! Woo! Okay.
I saw that one.
Ties up the game. But he is still locked. We tied combat. So since it's your turn, you pile in. But that puts way more of my guys in with him. But that ties the game. So that's a big deal. If we have a draw, then nobody wins. Obviously, that's what a draw is. The score is 5-5. 5-5. And that's all you had to do is reach a certain amount of kill points and then not die.
I just have to keep going through your zone throws.
That's right. So the zone thropes have to kill you, or at least I have to kill that and not lose my zone thropes. But if I kill him, then I'm winning at the end of turn 5. So it's just a matter of random game length. So let's see what happens in turn 5 for the Tyranids. So obviously the zone thropes have to move back a bit. Let you keep filling your charges. They're not going to charge in. Although I might regret it, I'll probably like Perils, then roll a 6, and make them all Armor Bane and Flesh Bane and Smash, because then they would want to charge.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we'll just take
Or you could get sucked in the warp.
Yeah, I could. Just Leadership 10. You know.
Why don't I get shot on the warp?
I have Shadow on the Warp, it doesn't affect me. So we're going to move up these guys. It seems like I need some...
Assistance?
Some low AP stuff to finish you off, because you're good at making your higher AP stuff. Psychic phase, I've got 3 plus 2, and you've got 2. I'm gonna throw 2 at Spirit Leech. Peril! Woo! But I get it. Do you want to try to stop it? You need double 6s. Unless you have Adamantium Will. No. You don't, okay. Use all the perils first, although I still get to fire it. 5. So I pass the leadership test or take a wound, no saves allowed. I pass the leadership test. So now we're gonna do 3d6 minus your leadership of 9. You've already lost your 3-up invuln guy. So you take 2 more. Up invulns. And you lose 1 more guy. That gives me another warp charge, which adds to the 3 I already have, and I will use it to cast a warp lance into them. I need 2 warp charges though, and I get it. You don't have any dice left to stop it, so I have 3 shots on 3s. 2 hits, 10 AP2, so 2s to wound. 2 wounds, AP2, so you have 5 up invulns. And 1 more dies.
Cyclone.
The Cyclone's gone. The assault phase, I'm just going to charge in with these Termagants. And that's all I'll be able to get. Initiative 7 Broodlord. Let's see if we can finish this off. 5 attacks, hitting on 3s, 3 hits, and 3s to wound, rending. So 3 wounds, no rending though. So 2 up saves. And he's dead. So that gives me another point, bringing the score up to 6-5 at the end of turn 5. So let's do some consolidates, Gene Stealers, and the Termagants. So the Gene Stealers, I'm gonna move the Termagants like this, and then I got the Gene Stealers move up 6. Try to go after your other guys. Because if we go to turn 6 and you manage to just kill 1 more unit, and I can't chase you down, that would tie up the game. And then you could actually get into my deployment and win the game.
Yeah.
So this is, you haven't lost yet.
That's the plan.
That's the funny thing, is you still have a chance. You've killed a lot of my army. I just have a lot of little guys left. So if the game ends here, it is a Tyranid victory. and if it continues, you actually have a chance. So I'm going to let you roll it. 3+. You have a chance to win. Anything
Power
else?
armor?
Anything else, you lose. Yeah. Oh, you roll a 1. How fitting. How fitting is that? It wasn't a 2. No. It was a 1.
Good game.
So good game. Holy cow. Now, yes, in the end, it looks like Tyranids really won, but honestly, if you go to turn 6, these guys move up, easily make that charge. Power Fists are insta-killing. You got 2 Power Fists there. Oh no, I got a Power Sword. But still, that 1 Power Fist would have 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, insta-killing. And I have 3 up invulns, but you just have to start filling them a little bit. But worst case scenario is you could try to consolidate somehow and get into 6 inches of the table edge. And then I'd have to get to you, which would be hard because my zone throats would be blocking this way. So the Gene Stealers have to come this way. They wouldn't be able to charge. So then it would go to turn 7. If it went to turn 7, you'd be in trouble. Although you could finish these off and just run.
If I did that, I would just run.
Yeah, so the game, you could have won. It wasn't for sure, because if you just get tied up with these guys and didn't kill them, then the game ends and you're not in my deployment zone because it's 6 inches. So it was very close, regardless of how it looks on the table. So let's go back to the board. Well, thanks for watching. Let's place the flags. Now the Tyranid won that Zone Mortalis game. Okay, so with Zone Mortalis, we only ever get to take over 1 tile. So I'm going to take over this one right here. So the Tyranids are infesting the Space Hulk. No thanks to the Dark Angels. I think the Dark Angels really were working against AdMech, just like they were before. But we won't tell anybody that, and we won't tell Leland that, who might be holding the camera right now. But anyways, we're going to play another game, not more Zone Mortalis. We're going to be playing on a different planet, and it will be Tyranids versus Dark Angels again. So that will be available at the link below. It's going to be a bigger game, because it's going to be a normal game. And so, of course, that'll be in the vault, and so you can click it. If you're not a vault member, you can still click it, get a free 7-day trial, and get access to all of the extra Zone Mortalis battle reports instantly, and as well as all the extra painting tutorials, behind the scenes, all the other battle reports, everything else that's in there, and it helps support us as well to be able to make these videos. Go ahead and click the links below. Go to MiniWarGaming.com/Apothis for all the details on this campaign, and happy wargaming.